What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you like a type of workout that I do all the time. It's a flushing workout, it's a rehab workout, but make no mistake, this is a super important way of training, one I use in conjunction with table time, one I use leading up to a competition to get myself in perfect shape, and after competition to heal. You don't need a lot of weight. Okay, so today I'm going to use 6 pounds plus the apparatus, so probably like 10 pounds for my starting set. I do a total of 5 sets typically, and every single set I will go up by 2.5 pounds. Five sets, right and left. I alternate arms, right, left. You could do all the exercises in sequence with just the one arm and then do the next run through with the left. That way you get a little bit more of a pump, but if you alternate, you can just get the same amount of volume and it's a little bit more relaxed. So I'll go through the whole workout. I'm not gonna do the full 100 reps, but you'll kind of get an idea of what this exercise looks like. I try and hit on all of the major motions required for arm wrestling. So I use multi-spinner, a belt, a table pulley, I guess, I don't know what you want to call this, an extension, hyperextension device. I use another cable for just your grip, and I use bands. That's everything I use. Very simple workout, should be added to your arm wrestling routine for health and development. So first one is belt. Supernation, where you're pulling the match close to your body. This is a really excellent exercise for making the match come close to you. And you can vary, the angle. You can open your hand so you're pulling more to the outside. You can go straight. You can lean in a little bit. But either way, the action is supinating and pulling towards you. This is very important technical strength in arm wrestling when you're trying to pull the match inside your body. You can open it more. This would be what I would consider a large range of motion. You could shrink it so it's smaller, change the angle slightly, but either way, about 100 reps. Switch, left arm, same idea. This is my opening exercise, internal supination. Switch to multi-spinner. Whenever I set the multi-spinner, I chop, wrap over the back, around, so that it's right in line with my first finger. And all I do is I cup it in, okay? And I use a lot of motion through the wrist, makes a lot of blood move through the joint, through the tissues. This is a fantastic way to train when you're doing a lot of heavy table time. When you're doing a lot of table time, your joints are gonna get sore, your muscles are gonna get sore. Whenever you do this type of training, you're just gonna get a very, very good pump, and you'll feel yourself getting stronger and healing between each workout. I typically do this workout twice a day, this whole thing through, in the morning and maybe at night, and it just really increases the circulation, adds to your work capacity, and it'll also add in your endurance in matches. The high cup is great. Any cupping, hooking motion, anything that involves wrist flexion, which is a lot of arm wrestling, it's a very, very important stabilizing move. The multi-spinner is a really nice technical tool for arm wrestling. From there, I move into what might be the most important piece of my game. This is how I wrap for rising. So around the thumb, through the base of the wrist, straight up over the knuckle. And from there, all I'm doing is driving my knuckles up. And I can change the angle of my wrist so where it's straight. I kick back, I open up my elbow. This is a super, super vital strength for arm wrestling, the ability to keep your knuckles up. Knuckles up in arm wrestling is probably your number one technical strength, keeping your knuckles up all the time. And the 100 reps, this entire workout is made to flush, to feed. You will get stronger through your connective tissues by feeding them. Same thing with the left. Wrap, straight up to the knuckle. Rise, rise, rise. Rising is one of the cornerstones, probably one of the most important technical strengths. 100 reps, 100 reps. I'm doing 100 reps basically all the time. Okay, that's about 100, we'll say. Back to multi-spinner. And this time, instead of wrapping high, we're gonna wrap low. Same idea, chop over the back, but this time, instead of going high, we're gonna go low. Okay, low wrap. And the same idea, we're just cupping, cupping, cupping in. And this is, the difference between the two is this is cupping with probably a little bit more supination and shoulder involved in the motion. But the ability to cup your wrist in is a super important strength in arm wrestling. I'll do 100 there. Same thing with the left. Cup, cup, cup. And when you're doing this, always you think about arm wrestling. You think of yourself in the match. You think about the motions. Change your body, move your body, different angles, feel everything. You're trying to search out sore spots. You're trying to search out pain and kind of work with it. That's one of the reasons why the weight is so light, so that you can really find these spots and work through them. From there, move on to the next, probably most important strength in my game. It's just straight pronation. Just around the thumb, that's it. And I'm really squeezing my thumb. I'm really closing my thumb, and I'm closing my elbow angle. I can open up my elbow a little bit. I can kick my wrist back. This is probably really where I'm gonna need it. A little bit kick back, a little bit open. You know, that's how you're really gonna take the outside. Also, when you stabilize, you can stabilize internally, and then you can stabilize externally. I prefer external stabilization so that you can really hit that roll to the outside. Same thing, left hand. And I very much focus on the closing of my thumb. The closing of my thumb is what's happening so much in this motion. From here, I'll move to side pressure. With this weight, it's very safe. It's very, very safe to do. It's very much like the first exercise we saw. Very similar grip, wrap, and here we are. Throwing to the inside and pulling it inside your body. You're supinating through the action. Okay. Moving from a little bit open. This is where the side pressure really is. This is the throwing part till you are here behind it and you could press, right? You're safe now. So this is a safe pressing lane, and you open that a little bit. And this is where you play. This is where you play with the exercise. Here you are open a little bit. Here you are closed and you can press. Here you can press, but you are open. You play with this kind of range with a very safe weight. And you will find your health and your strength will increase in tandem. About 100 reps there. Switch to the left. And a lot of what these exercises are doing, the rep range, the intensity, there's a lot of volume that goes in. If I actually was to do this fully and properly, one run through of all these exercises should take me about 25 minutes, 23 minutes, something like that. And the full 5, might take me, an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, depending on, if I take a break in there anywhere. So that's a lot of volume, and that all adds up to just overall work capacity and conditioning to your body. So from there, this is the first exercise that we double stack. We double stack 2 exercises. We're double stacking the rise. So you've already seen the rise, but we will double stack it, so we will do it again. And the reason why is because it's such an important exercise, and you just want your body to know that this motion is incredibly important. So you're gonna do that again, right? You're gonna add volume on your rising component. About another 100. Then you're gonna move to grip. And grip is just a very general, very, very general strength that's required in arm wrestling. It is all the time. We're dragging, we're squeezing, we're using our hands at times. And it's just probably one of the strongest things that the hand can do, so it's important to develop it for overall conditioning. You'll get healthy when you have a strong hand, and you never know when you have to clamp down on something. So opening the hand, closing the hand. Again, you can play with the angles, you can kick your wrist back, you can pull up with the arm, just to change the tension a little bit. About 100, same thing. About 100. The set is becoming close to complete now. Almost finished. My favorite part, isolation of the thumb. This is great for making the thumb bigger. Okay, you want to have a larger thumb. Okay, it means it's harder to hold on to, and you want the thumb to be stronger. The thumb works heavily with pronation in all applications, whether it's top rolling, or if someone's coming in and flopping you, you can hook and you can become offensive with your thumb. People joke around a lot about thumb training, but it is a very important piece of the arm wrestling game. This ability to have great thumb control, have a strong thumb, is a really big piece of arm wrestling. Left hand, same idea. Wrap, wrap, wrap once, and wrap twice. Right on the tip, and close, 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 close. You can change the angle. You can come at it straight like this. You can kick back your wrist. You can throw it into a hook. You can turn your body. Either way you work with these pressures, you will get a thumb pump. You will feel the blood stuck in your thumbs. Almost finished. Move to kickback, extension. Okay, now you can change this position between any finger you like. This is the finger that I normally use. You could even go between your finger and your thumb. But this reverse kickback is very important, and it's very healthy for the overall system. It'll give you a strength that a lot of people aren't training, but it's great to be able to swing out this way and take a person's hand. About 100 there, and about 100 this way. The last exercise that's double stacked is pronation, and we finish on this for another 100 and another 100. And that is one set of 5. You'll then add 2.5 pounds and continue for sets 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is a rehab volume workout that's done to heal from table time, to prep you in your competition cycle, and to rebuild you after you've been smashed up in a tournament. 8 days out, Shot Classic. See you guys there. Stay massive, everyone.
And that's how you become a champion.